Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels Adventure, and today we're looking at the Horsch Agrovation map that came part of the Horsch Agrovation DLC that was released about 2 days ago. I'm a little bit late on some of my map tours this week. A few of the bits and bobs have got in the way, so apologies about that. But there will be some more coming out in the next few days. But I thought I'd start with this one for a start. There's not an awful lot of information for me to give you from ModHub because obviously it comes part of the bundled DLC. So I thought I'd just do a quick fly around and just show you some of the really big areas. Yes, I mean this map is officially based off Horsch's demo or testing environment over in the Czech Republic. There's quite a few of them around the world and around different countries, but I think this is one of the original ones that they used. And also I think this has been in other series of Farming Simulator as well. But as you can see as we fly around, this map is definitely more scaled and keyed towards agriculture and arable farming, because some of these fields are absolutely massive. As you can see, that one over there is huge. Field 1, which is what we're above now, is absolutely ginormous. So definitely a nice environment though to test out some of the new machines as part of the Horsch pack. So that is a bit of a bonus and a bit of a tick. So I think what we'll do though, because we will do a little bit of a driving round tour as well, we will just probably put our feet firmly back down on the ground and start over there, and we shall have a look at the starting equipment, because there's quite a lot of nice new equipment to look at. So I shall see you there. As you can see, we don't start with a massive amount of equipment, but we start with some really nice new stuff that comes part of the DLC. So let's start with the tractors. We start with a very nice John Deere 9570 RX with 627 horsepower. We also start with the Fendt 1050 with 517 horsepower, and the John Deere 8R370, which has got 420 horsepower. Then we start with another Fendt as well. This one's got 355 horsepower, and it's the Fendt 936 Vario. So all really nice tractors. My favourite personally has got to be the Fendt 1050, but I'm a bit of a Fendt fanboy. So we also start with the Class Lexion 8900 Combine Harvester. This one's got an 18,000 litre capacity as well, so that's pretty nice. We've got the Fliegel ASW 271 trailer, which has got 29,500 litre capacity. We start with a nice 13.8 metre class Convio Flex 1380 header, and we also start with some of the new stuff from the Horsch DLC. So we start with the Horsch Tiger 8 MT, which is a 7.5 metre cultivator. I'm guessing this might be a normal cultivator. And then we also start with the 6 metre Horsch Finer 6 SL. This one's a shallow cultivator, but also can do seeding by the looks of it, so that's pretty cool. I will be coming out with another video running through some of the Horsch Agrovation pack equipment in the coming days. Like I say, I'm a little bit behind on a few bits, but I shall be catching up. You also get a Horsch Joker 8 RT disc harrow. Now, I've used the smaller one of these, the Joker 6, before, but this one is now the 8.2 metre one, and also can have a tank for grass and oilseed radish. That's cool. We've got the big Horsch Avatar 1225 SD, which has got a 6,800 litre tank. It can do fertiliser and seed at the same time, and it's 12 metres wide. I've actually seen one of these in real life when I went to the cereal show this year, so there's a video on my YouTube for that. And this bit of equipment is absolutely humongous. It's absolutely awesome looking. You also get the Horsch Partner 1600 FT, which is obviously your front tank, which will go with that as well. We also get a really nice looking planter actually. This is a Horsch Maestro 975 RX, and this only needs 170 horsepower, and it's got a 6 metre working width, so that's really nice. We also have the 2 new weeders as well. We get the Transformer 12 VF, and we also get the Cura 24 ST. Now this one's a 12 metre weeder, and it's pretty big actually. It's not it's in the category of weeders, but it's actually a hoe, so it can do second stage weeding, so that's good. But the biggest one is obviously this 24.5 metre weeder. Now this is a first stage weeder, so this can only do your first stage of weeds, but still really nice bit of kit. We get the Nardi N60-45 header trailer, and we also get a couple of weights for our equipment. So yeah, pretty nice really. if we have a quick look around where we start, so the starting farm is, yeah, it's quite an unusual layout, but I think because this is designed to be a testing environment mainly, then it's not quite set up how a normal farm would be. But as you can see, we get all that nice new equipment and some of the nice new Horsch bits and bobs as well. So definitely nice models and some very nice details Giants have put on some of these models, though, I must admit. Like I said, they will be I will be running through a bit more of a deep dive video in the coming days on this equipment. So I've literally not been able to actually look at the Horsch equipment fully myself yet, but I will be doing, and then I'll put a video together. So there's a nice John Deere tractor, and then you've got this nice lovely cultivator there. You've got one of the weeders as well, and some of these sheds are all empty. So if we have a quick look on the map, oh, wrong trigger, and we'll just have a quick look at what we actually start with. So we start with the main farm, which is here, and then fields 18 and 17. I believe we've got these grassland fields in 10 and 11, which are just your meadows. But while we're here, we'll have a quick look at the actual PDA map itself. So it's not a massive map, but it's got some very big fields. Obviously field 1 and field 9 are your two areas that you're going to be massively impressive for testing your new Horsch equipment, plus any other modded equipment you want to bring across. So yeah, its road layout's pretty basic really, I suppose. Road that runs this way with some fields, nice lake and big cotton field here as well, which should be interesting to harvest. And then really it's mainly dominated by these two big fields in the middle, and then some more industrial and commercial areas here, and there's some other villages around here as well. So not a massively detailed map, but I suppose it's quite a nice addition to the game if you're just wanting to do some large scale harvesting and cultivating. So pretty good. But if we have a quick look, so calendar itself doesn't look like it's been changed at all, so it's pretty standard. There's no custom crops or no custom productions as such, so pretty much all the standard selling is available. So nothing from the Platinum Edition either. So you don't start with any animals. There is some contracts though, so obviously they have baked in some other farmers in the map, so that's pretty good. And Field 9 fertilising £160,000. That's by far the biggest contract I've ever seen on a map in my life. So yeah, if that's the fertilising cost of Field 9 and Field 1's harvesting 67, that may be a £200,000 contract. So wow, that'd be interesting. No production chains as a new starter. So yeah, pretty standard really. So if we have a quick look at some of the productions that we got on the map, so obviously this is your main starting farm with your house trigger, and there's obviously here is an area where you can go and do repairs on your tractors as well, because you've got your shop and a liquid fertilizer tank. So is that there? And just outside of that area you've got the Meadowfall store, you've got Bale selling point, another vehicle shop, the Bramble store bales, Agrovation main silo. Now that's quite a big silo, which as you can see you've got 4 massive great big bins there, but if you've got fields of the size that we have got, then it's understandable to have those big silos. So we've done all those, yeah. And if we then come over to the left, which is like a bit more of a well, Oak Bridge I suppose, which is where this little village is. Oak Bridge store, which is here. So it's quite nice though, because that looks like quite a nice custom building, corrugated texture on the outside plus some stone as well, something I've not seen before, so a little bit different. That'll probably be popping up in other custom maps coming up, I would have thought. But it's nice to see some custom buildings. Now down the left hand side of the map there's not much, and here we've got quite a bit. We've got the biogas plant, 500 kilowatts, so not the biggest, but still quite a good size. Let's have a quick look how much this is to buy. 1.299 million. That's yeah, that's quite a bit to say the least. But you know, once you get one of those, you can start raking in some money. You got Sunnybank store. Got another place there put with the animal dealer. Yew Tree bales, bale selling place. Yew Tree store. That's Also somewhere with some incredibly big silos and an interesting, I'd say they're probably metal or concrete. They probably are metal. They just look a bit concrete from a distance, but yeah, again, something a little bit different on that. I can see that being used on some big American maps moving forward. Muddy field store, sawmill, and another sawmill. And then as we come down here, I think this might be a train track, but I don't think there's a train running. There's no productions or anything or sell points down in this corner. And literally then, all you've got is you're back up to the main area. So you don't actually start with any kind of vehicle, you've just got some tractor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a bit of a drive around with a tractor. Don't do it very often, but I think it might be a good idea. Let's just go out onto the main roads. So we've got these fields here as well. So it's a nice map though. It's a really big map, like I was saying. So it will mean that you can spend quite a lot of time transporting all of your wares, etc., around to all the different places. I mean, the textures are very nice as well. It's some nice custom textures, and I just drove directly into a dead end. This is the issue when you don't actually know where you're going on a map. So if we go around here, and then probably we go up here by the looks of things, we can actually get out onto the main road, which is to the right on the main map. So if we go up here a bit further, we've got a nice way station there actually, that's quite cool. It's a bit of a custom way station. So yeah, we come around here. But I mean, I think the map's quite nice in regards to offering some very large scale farming, especially in Europe as well, because this is based in the Czech Republic. And obviously normally large scale farming would mainly be in America. So yeah, it's a little bit different. The map's quite flat, but does have some like rolling hills undulations. The backdrop's quite nice as well, something a little bit different. That's a very, very big, is that a field of potatoes or is that the cotton field? That's potatoes. Wow, not sure I'd actually want to harvest that, because that would take, even with a massive Grimmy harvester, that would take an absolute ridiculous amount of time. So as you can see, we're on the main road. So if I just swap to the map in a second, let's put the lights back on. So we are all the way down here. So we'll probably make it down to this area here and probably come back up, and that'll probably be our run around the map quick. Because I would have thought doing these two big fields, I think it's 1 and 9, you'll be spending an awful lot of time on this road. It's not massively wide though. It's probably wide enough for some big equipment. Obviously there's some quite nice deep grass verges, so you could then go onto there if you need to pass some vehicles, etc. But I mean, it's not much. There's not many features, shall we say, when you drive around, which is a bit of a shame. But it is based on a test farming area in the Czech Republic, so you can kind of understand that. But we are making our way now to the area of some commerce and industrial productions, so hopefully we shouldn't be too long getting there. So quite a few, they look like custom trees to me actually, they do. I'm not sure if they are or not, but they're quite a nice welcome addition to this road to break up the boredom of it. So if we, let's have a quick look. If we spin around this side, if we go back down here, yeah, if we spin around here, down here, and we can shoot back up there, I think. So some of the smaller roads around the production areas look pretty small and a bit windy, so you want some decent driving skill and probably not bringing your biggest equipment down here, especially if you're not doing that field to the right of me. So that could be interesting. There's the silos that we spoke about earlier. So if we just make our way around here, but yeah, not really much else to say about the driving around, to be honest with you. It's not got many features on the map in my opinion, but I suppose it's something that Giants have added in as part of just the aggravation pack itself. So I think, to be honest with you, since there's not much more to show, I'm probably going to pull over here and then we'll start looking at the other aspects of the map. Yeah, let's pull over where the nice water and this water is in the pond. We've got nice banks. What's the banks look like? Yeah, so you could potentially get tanker down there quite easily, so that's nice. So what we'll probably do then, because we're about here, and there's no point going up here too much in my opinion, because it's going to be a pretty boring run all the way around. So I think it's going to be, let's see how much fields are to actually buy on this map. This is probably going to be quite eye-watering, I would say. So let's start small. Let's go for 15. 1.935 million. Right, okay. Let's go 21. 367,000. Again, cheap. 466,000. Okay. Let's ramp it up a little bit. 2.625 million. Crikey. Ow. And let's go for the biggest one. 5.6 million. That is the most amount I've ever seen for farmland on a map in FS22 as of yet. That's absolutely incredible. Wow. Okay. Let's skip back to the starting area, and yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this rather unusual map tour for this map. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks.